Greetings, another video for Kerbal Space Program. In this video I am building a new space tug. Need one that is an upgraded version of what we're using, what I've been using, because what I've been using has a few quirks. But also, because of the Kerbal Space Administration's directive, we need to add a few bits on. So, I'm in post-commentary mode, and I'm running this video at normal speed. Simple reason being it wasn't very long to begin with, and there's probably a few things that would be worth explaining and making sure people know. So we're starting off with standard command pod on top and a parachute. Sepratron, stack separator should say, underneath. Basically for emergencies, crash it into the atmosphere, separate it and use a parachute to come down nice and safely. Job done, nice and simple. That is, of course, Kerbin's atmosphere, because that would be the rules. So now we're putting on plenty of RCS fuel. The space tugs use RCS only. They don't need main thrusters, main engines I should say. So we're using a lot of RCS. At the same time we're also chucking in quite a few batteries. Simple reason being that we are going to be running fuel generators. Now, from this point you could be asking, what the hell am I thinking? Well, I'm going to leave you in suspense for a moment. Simple reason being that I haven't quite finished doing what it is that I want to do. Annoyingly, the rotation snapping isn't behaving itself. But a little coaxing and it snaps around. I'm looking at that. Is that how I want it? Now I'm sure you're wondering, what the hell am I doing putting RCS fuel tanks on the end of lattice structures? Tell you, you'll find out in a minute. So we don't like that. That's a bit small. Yeah, that's very small. We don't want that. And yes, I had a little chuckle at that point. And looking at them, that's much better. So let's get rid of the big long ones. Now that looks a bit better, don't you think? Should we have it in an X or in a plus? I think we're going to go for a plus. I'm going to make docking easier anyway. Oh, did I just let out a spoiler there? So we put extra RCS fuel tanks on the end of them. Why, I hear you ask? That's why. Oh, wait a minute, there's no grid snapping. Why is there no grid snapping? That's going to get awkward. Must be because of how we've rotated it around. So, simple way of solving that issue. Whack the thing on the bottom, that aligns the part, rotate it around, put it on there, use the symmetry, and hey presto! So, why have I put RCS fuel tanks and RCS thrusters on the end of struts? Or trusses I should say. Simple, gives it more leverage. which means it's got more force for manoeuvring sort of large objects around. So now I've just realised we need the advanced SAS and the gyros, and of course we put some more RCS on the command prod section further forward. Now of course what I haven't checked yet is the centre of mass. Come on, check the centre of mass. Oh no, wait, we need a docking port on the bottom. Come on. Ah, no alignment. Great. Oh well, have to do it by eye. There we go. We shouldn't be far off the centre of mass for those little extensions. Now what are we looking for? Now at this point we're sat there thinking, looks a bit weird. But it would look cool with some extra tanks there. Yep, that looks a bit cool. More RCS fuel is always better. So you know what? Decided, considering we have them there, we're going to put docking ports on there as well. That way we can drag yet more stuff around and dock at different angles and whatnot. If we use them, we use them. If we don't, better to have them and not need than to need and not have. That's my philosophy. So we've got fuel tanks, we have battery power, we have the RCS thrusters, we have the docking ports, we have the SAS and ASAS, and as well as an extra inline thingy-mabobby. So now we're going to put on some solar cells, solar panels. We'll put it on the 2x3 so that when they fold out between the circular RCS tanks, the radial ones, and the ones that are on the end of the trusses. So now what we want is RCS fuel generators. Like that. So let's go ahead and stick them there. There we go. You know what, we're going to need some nuclear power here, just in case we end up on the dark side, or get eclipsed by something. So, oh well, that's okay, we'll just put some nuclear generators on. That's looking kind of mean now. You know, there's still something missing. You know, kind of one of those what ifs. Check the centre of mass finally, and we did get it right, which is always good. So now we're going to give it a name. This is Spacetug version 3, by the way. Versions 1 and 2 have already been seen in my previous videos, as I've been pulling stuff around to build monstrous space stations. I'm looking at it thinking there's something missing. There's something that would be a very good idea to have. And, oh yes, space tape. Of course, if we start pulling stuff around by those four extended docking ports, there's going to be forces on those trusses. So we need to strap them together and brace them. Because if we're pulling stuff around by the inline docking port, the one that's at the bottom, then it can handle a lot more basically torque forces than the ones that are out away from the main body. So just trying to get this thing manipulated. Of course it just doesn't want to behave, does it? I wouldn't like to think that for the next 4 minutes all you get to see is me trying to strap it up. That would be bad. Eventually, of course, I do figure out how to do it and how to get this thing to behave. Which is kind of a little bit like that. So I'll go for a double strut across there. So that just did not connect properly at all. It looked horrible. So of course we're on 4 times symmetry, so it does it on all 4. Quick visual check. Yeah, all 4 are there. So it's like, what about when thrusting forwards and backwards? Yeah, let's go and add some down towards the bottom. If it's going to behave itself. Oh, no, 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 you've broken it. Well, luckily enough this game is now equipped with an undo. Come on, undo, undo. Well, just having a look at the main body before we put them back on again. Like that. So let's have a go at doing this again without causing an issue. That's one. And that's 2. Yeah, not quite aligned, but I think that's the best we can do. It's close enough. So we now have a space tug with survivability. It's good enough RCS on there compared to its mass. To be able to make and break orbits, even around Kerbal. So of course we'll be able to do interstellar travel with it. And then, because of the docking ports, we can then dock it to other spacecraft and stations. And hey presto, we're done. Does look kind of mean, doesn't it? So is there anything left to go on it? I'm looking at it, it's quite good and functional. I'm picturing in my head how to use it, or how I'm going to use it, I should say. No, I don't think so. It looks done to me. So, I'm CW, and today we just built something. Bye for now.